Well, I didn't expect to be making another video like this again. But hey guys, I'm Magnasaur2. Sorry that today's content is sort of going to be a rant video. Well, it's not going to sort of be, it's going to be a rant video. So you may remember a few months back, I quit Town of Salem. Now, why did I quit Town of Salem? Purely because, well, the developers decided to spend their Kickstarter money on a trip to Las Vegas. And I felt like I could no longer advertise and their game, point people in their general direction as, let me put it this way, the only way people were going to get into this community is for purely casual play, which was not me, or to really get into the community and really get into the game for a very long time, which was me at one point. I loved Town of Salem to bits, I won't say against that. I did over 200 videos, but then basically the developers decided, hey, if you're a part of this game, you're going to be party to, well, our scumbaggery. So I decided, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I've played this enough. The only reason I was playing it was because I have fans who liked it. And then even at that point, I got to the point where I just couldn't do it anymore. I mean, I could not physically stomach the fact that I was putting people in a situation where they went to a game and they were help funding these people who were spending money meant to be put on making a game better, on hiring YouTubers to play their game so they could buddy up with them, or to basically go ahead and have a party in Las Vegas and then try and charge people 100, 200 quid to come party with them in Las Vegas. It was just despicable. It was absolutely despicable. But now today we find another new problem. Today I found out through one of my friends that Blankmedia are taking away the free currency in Town of Salem too. And if that wasn't bad enough, I found this post. This post on the forums from the actual developer, Josh Britton, the less socially active of the two. I mean, Blake Burns, he was always the sort of like developer who was out and about, talking to people, being friendly. But Josh was the antisocial, like, Batman of the group who never left his cave and was generally... But anyway, he posted this. This guy on the forums, a super Pac-Mania maker. Now, he posted a criticism that they had to pay for what was originally seen as a free game. He says they interrupted the skin I was going to say for, and I'm pretty pissed. Because, you know, they had a system where if you played their game, you gave them ad revenue. You gave them ad revenue to their site, which was all over the front screen. They gave them money from Steam. But now you have to basically pay to get skins. Now, as developers, they're perfectly within their rights to do that. But then it happened. This guy was criticising Josh Britton on the site, and he posted this. You realise that no game is ever truly free, right? I mean, server costs and employee salaries aren't paid with hugs and kisses. Okay, let's talk about these server costs. Not as much as you say they are, Josh. Never as much as you ever said they were. The server costs? Oh, nowhere near as much, because you can afford to play Markiplier, you can afford to play PewDiePie on regular basis. You have money to burn, my friend. Do not even give us that. Okay, employee salaries, well, you hire most of your family anyway. So let's say the salaries aren't as lucrative as you give. Or maybe they are. Maybe you want to pay them more because you can, well, being a nepotist, that's exactly what you do after all. Hiring only in Texas. You must be in Texas. Probably have to be Christian too, otherwise we don't like you and have to go away. But let's just stop being slanderous and keep going. We have been overly generous for almost 3 years! No, my friend, you have not. In fact, you have squandered your Kickstarter responsibilities massively. You have screwed up a lot of things you promised. You have, in fact, been one of the worst developers of the last 3 years that you have been running this game, constantly being criticised and firing back with insults instead of fixing your game, constantly using your money on YouTubers instead of fixing the game, improving it, making people want to stay on your game. That is what you needed to do. You did not do that. You only saw this game as a medium to go to conventions and pal up with YouTubers. That is exactly what you did. And you can see the proof by the fact that, oh, let's say I was asked at one point to play a game of Markiplier, and we got this whole list of rules, because they wanted to make so damn sure that Markiplier liked the game and wanted to be friends with them. And, oh, let me put it this way, when we were in the game, they told us not to speak to the YouTubers. We weren't allowed to speak to them, only they were. They made damn sure only they were allowed to speak, because they thought that we could ruin this chance for them. If you look on one of Lord Minion's things he did as a paid sponsorship, you'll see my name. You'll see my name in Musicgram's video, in Markiplier's first video. I know what they wanted. I know exactly what they wanted, and that is what they want. They want YouTubers. They don't care about customers. They care only about YouTubers. Okay, let's continue, shall we? Giving away everything free. No. No, sir. Because you put in those little advert tabs where everybody had to click on them and watch a video for a few seconds to get a few town points. You made us pay for extra town points. You gave us the minimum of 10 town points a win. That means you have to literally play 30 games and win to get a skin. And the even more bullshit part on that was the lowest tier skins. You also gave limited skins to Kickstarter people. That wasn't giving away. That was they gave you money for that. Okay, now we limited a tiny amount. No, you're taking away the last bastion of free-to-play you ever had on that game. Now, if anyone wants to play, they have to be the dull skin. And that's all they can be. Sure, they get to play the game, but they don't get to outfit their characters. They don't get to work towards anything. If anything, you're going to drive so many people away from this game. It's unreal. Oh well. So tired of the bitching. Wait a second, bitching? That's having a go at your fans. Well, surely you aren't going to have a right go at everyone who criticizes you. I mean, you're a developer. You're supposed to cater to the customers, not try and... Everyone feels so entitled to free entertainment. Oh, God. Come on. You're really not trying to... put your customers on the spot, are you? You're not going to try and be like, fuck you guys, we're giving you this, you should be beholden to us, you should give us all your money. Oh dear, God forbid the people who put years of their life into providing you with entertainment try to not starve to death. Bullshit! As I've mentioned, you have enough money to pay for YouTubers, you have enough money to keep your servers up. I am pretty damn sure you get enough money from the advertisements to keep going with the amount of people you've pulled in off of PewDiePie's fanbase and other fan bases alike. Oh dear. So you're really going to start having a go at anyone who criticizes you like a petulant child, are you? I mean, I can do that because I'm one person and I can get pissed at people who call me arseholes. But let's take a look at what Super Pac-Mania wrote, shall we? I don't know if this is only me, but I take pride in my skin because I think to myself, I worked hard to get the points for it, and the skin kind of represents that skin as a trophy achievement. But with this, it completely takes that away. The devs just want more money, and it's more apparent that they're just going to keep shoving stuff into our faces. Now this isn't insulting. This is a criticism of the product. What you have done is you have insulted this person, putting a spotlight on him, saying he's bitching, saying he's entitled. No, he's not. In fact, he's just mentioning how he feels about the game, and you've took personal offence to his attempts to draw a light on how much you're trying to take money off people because you're money grubbing and you don't want to upgrade the game or put any real effort in. You're just trying to stop any effort have to be put on by yourself. I can't even begin to fathom how these guys have survived this long. I can tell you why. I can tell you exactly why. I can tell you that YouTubers have sustained this game. I can tell you that this game has been sustained purely on the backs of other people. Just because you have a system that is so generic and even stolen from somebody else's party game that was thought up years back. Just because you were the one person who decided, hey, we can make a system out of this, does not make you Jesus. In fact, you would not even have gotten this game off of the ground if it wasn't for RPG Minx. I'm not going to even pretend that that's the problem. I mean, I was going to try and sustain this game. I wanted to make this game bigger so that more updates would happen, so that the game would get bigger. But it didn't, did it? You just got more and more YouTubers to carry your sorry asses up the hill and decide, hey, you know what? We don't have to upgrade the game. The game's fine already. People are still playing it. Let's just sit on our asses and do nothing. Let's keep giving money to our grandmas who we want to hire as programmers. Let's not hire any programmers from outside of Texas. Let's not hire any good programmers because they're not from Texas. Let's not hire anyone who's not a friend or family. What the fuck? In fact, I get the feeling you didn't even want to hire more programmers just so you wouldn't have to make the game any different. Okay, so where do we go from here? Well, I wrote a reply, basically saying the things I said in here. I'm putting this out purely because I'm done just sitting on the sidelines and letting these people do these things. As a person, as a human being, I hate injustice. Injustice makes me sad. If bad things happen, or if I do bad things, I feel bad about them. Despite what other people may think. Sure. And, because of that, I feel like this is one thing I can do to try and make the world a better place. And not be beholden to corporations, or ridiculously bad corporations like this, who just slightly fall above the ranks of Hello Games, and try to get people to see the light. I mean, obviously I'm not saying people are stupid. I mean, we can tell that they've hidden everything they've done through propaganda, through posts, through everything they've thrown at us. And I mean, if you just played Town of Salem, you wouldn't see this. You would look at Town of Salem and think, boy, that's a good game. Look at the cute people. Look at the animations. This is fun. I can play with other people. But to play with other people and to know this and feel dirty because I'm helping these people get, like, rich, and they are getting rich. They may try and play the victim as much as they want, but they are making money off this game. They are not as poor as they make themselves out to be. You can tell by their actions. You can tell by the fact that they spent Kickstarter money on a trip to Las Vegas. You can tell all of these things, and once you know it, you have to make a decision on whether you really want to be the type of person to endorse these people, or whether you want to say, this is enough. This is just enough. I don't want these people to succeed. I want them to change. I want them to become better at what they do, so it goes to the point where people don't feel like these people shouldn't succeed. But as it is right now, I want this game gone. I want somebody else to pick up the mantle. I want this game to be transferred to somebody more suited to make it better. I mean, I just can't understand. How could something as good a concept as this fall into the hands of such yahoos like them? Anyway, guys, that's my rant. Hopefully, I haven't upset too many people. I mean, this is how I am. I'm blunt. I don't hold back. I try not to be slanderous. I haven't said anything that hasn't already been in the public eye, except for the whole, like, YouTuber hiring thing, which people need to know. And as somebody who has personal experience of that, I am more than willing to divulge that information. I wasn't under NDA or anything, so I can. DMCA, I think it is. What's it called? You know, when you can't... Non-disclosure agreement, that's the one. Anyway, guys, I'm waffling. I should end this now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.